Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a powerful tool that's changing how we look at land. Whether you're in real estate, farming, development, or you just own a piece of property, understanding it fully is key. That's where Land ID comes in. Find it, map it, show it. Land ID turns complex property records into simple, interactive maps so you can understand land at a glance. Stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So, what is Land ID? Think of it as your all-in-one mapping and property research platform. It gives you nationwide access to parcel boundaries, ownership records, high-quality aerial photos, and all sorts of map overlays. It's designed to help professionals and landowners research and visualize land information quickly and easily. Who is this for, and why is it so useful? The primary users are people who work with land every day: real estate agents, appraisers, farmers, builders, and of course, landowners themselves. The real magic of Land ID is that it makes parcel data accessible, visual, and shareable. This means you can do your due diligence faster, create amazing marketing materials, and make smarter land management decisions without getting bogged down in paperwork. Getting started is super simple. Just head over to the Land ID website. You can sign up for a free trial to test it out, or request a live demo if you want a guided tour. When you sign up, you'll see a couple of plan options, like Basic and Pro. The right one for you depends on what you need. If you want things like custom branded maps or advanced reports for your business, the Pro plan is probably the way to go. Once you're in, you'll see the main map interface. The easiest way to begin is to use the search bar at the top. You can type in an address, a parcel ID number, or even an owner's name, and the map will zoom right to that property. Now, let's explore the core features that make Land ID so powerful. First, parcel boundaries and ownership. As you zoom into an area, you'll see property lines appear directly on the map. Click on any parcel and a detailed property panel pops up with information like the owner's name, acreage, and legal description. This is your starting point for any property research. Next up are the base maps and overlays. This is where you add layers of context to your map. You can toggle between different base maps, like satellite aerial imagery or a topographic map that shows elevation changes. But the real power is in the overlays. With a few clicks, you can add layers for things like flood zones, soil types, wetlands, and even zoning districts. This helps you instantly see opportunities and potential restrictions on a piece of land. Another great feature is the Smart Search. Instead of just looking up one property, you can search for multiple parcels at once based on specific criteria, like all properties over 10 acres in a certain area. And as you're exploring, you can drop waypoints on the map. These are like digital pins that you can label perfect for marking points of interest, planning a site visit, or highlighting specific features for a client. Finally, let's talk about creating and sharing your work. Once you've gathered all your information and customized your map, Land ID makes it incredibly easy to share. You can build a fully custom map, add your own notes, drawings, and labels, and then either export it as a static image or PDF. Even better, you can generate a link to an interactive version of your map that you can embed directly into your website or property listing. It's a game changer for marketing. Okay, let's put it all together in a real-world workflow. Imagine you're analyzing a potential property for a client. Here's how you'd do it, step by step, using Land ID. First, identify the parcel. You'll start by searching for the property using its address or parcel number. Once you find it, click on it to confirm the legal boundaries and verify the current owner's information in the property panel. This is your foundation. Second, add your contextual overlays. This is where you do your due diligence. You'll turn on the aerial imagery to get a bird's eye view. Then, you'll start layering on the important data. Add the floodplain overlay to see if any part of the property is at risk. Turn on the zoning layer to understand what the land can be used for. Check the soil survey overlay if you're looking at it for agriculture. Each layer tells a part of the property's story. Third, it's time to measure and annotate. Land ID has built-in tools that let you measure distances, perimeters, and calculate acreage with just a few clicks. This is perfect for figuring out how much fence you might need or the size of a potential building site. You can then use the drawing and labeling tools to add your own notes directly to the map. Maybe you want to mark the best spot for a new home or highlight an access road. Fourth, you'll want to look at the surrounding area. A property doesn't exist in a vacuum. Use the map to inspect the neighboring parcels. Who owns them? How are they using their land? Is there good road access? Looking at the adjacent properties can help you evaluate development potential, conservation opportunities, or simply understand the neighborhood. And finally, you'll generate your reports and maps. Once your analysis is complete, you can export a comprehensive property report that includes all the data you've gathered. Or, if you have the Pro plan, you can create a beautiful, custom-branded map to share with your clients, stakeholders, or include in your permit applications. This final product showcases your professional work and makes the information easy for anyone to understand. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips and best practices. Always start with the free trial or a demo. It's the best way to get comfortable with the interface and see what data is available in your specific area. Also, be sure to check out the training videos and webinars on their website. They cover more advanced features like creating 3D tours or embedding your branded maps. And one really important point. While Land ID is an incredibly accurate research tool, it's not a legal survey. If you need to make a final decision based on a precise boundary line, always validate that information with official county records or a professional surveyor. It's also important to be aware of a couple of limitations. The accuracy and freshness of data can sometimes vary from county to county, as some update their records more frequently than others. So there might be a slight lag between an official record change and when it appears in Land ID. Also, remember that this is not a substitute for a professional survey when you need legally binding boundary certainty. And finally, some of the most powerful features are part of the Pro subscription, so take a look at your needs and evaluate if the upgrade makes sense for you. Land ID is a fantastic tool that puts a ton of valuable information right at your fingertips. If you work with land in any capacity, I highly recommend you check it out. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to their website and start your free trial today. A great way to learn is to follow along with the steps we just covered using a sample property. You can also watch their Getting Started videos to really hit the ground running. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.